soaring in the upper air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. One does down level. It is a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field here in Atlanta. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. On the Saints sideline, look at their head coach. These guys 6-2 over the last 2 months of play. Across the way, the head coach for the Falcons. His guys with the crowd at their backs and big. Scott and Brock, you were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And we're underway in Atlanta. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Well-headed Falcons for their first position.
The field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position. And it really is a spectacle thing anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And this one is launched downfield easily the rest of this game, but starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
The biggest mistake you can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if there's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise, the patience here. Run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game, and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here that got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Rolling from the gun here. And that's not what the offense started up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. 3rd and long for him here. He's going deep this time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Gonna have to play from the deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
The Falcons and their running back about to get back to work. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. Escapes the defender. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Another carry for him. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At their 49-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Rolling back, gets the handoff. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. They're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
No doubt they're taking
Reappear.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw now. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pull that in front further, 13-zip. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Saints offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They turn to their rookie from Georgia for the first time. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down near the 30.
And the Saints, first down. A gain of 40 yards. First down, New Orleans.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he gets this forward to the 19. If and 5 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Saints.
That play straight ahead. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
Saints, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. Second and goal coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
Gibbs. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Third down from the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints reach pay dirt for the first time this game. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the team to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. And he's going to be touched down as that one comes to an end. The Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So we've settled down. Here we go. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 2.
There's a dive up the middle. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on the punt on 4th. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out. The Saints come marching onto the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19. Here's a throw. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
A gain of 13. It's third down and 6.
Throw here. Third down. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets hit to. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on third down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Picked up at the 38. He runs it up to midfield. And he gets him a nice chunk on that return on the final play of our first quarter. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. All right, here we go. Second down.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Here's Johnson again. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
On the ground again with Johnson. And they're going to stop him after a 4-yard gain. That means first and goal is coming up.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Johnson will not get past the line. He's held up at 4. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Brings it in. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14.
Saints 7.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Saints are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. First and 10, they're going to throw. Brought in right side. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down, looking for options. Throwing the out route, complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. So first down from the 41.
8-yard pickup. And the Saints.
Here's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Send the tight end in motion. Looking in the air here. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Gain of 12. First down, New Orleans.
Right side, quick pass, complete. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Back at the 48-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds a man, right side. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
16 yards on the play. It's now
Working now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Give now to the running back. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
it's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught just shy of the goal line. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker, 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. At the 27.
He's going to throw it. Hits his running back. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
Brings up 3rd down.
QB sneak coming. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Sending him on the dime. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run. Brings up 2nd down.
Down at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They're running out of the pistol with Johnson. And they find them after just a yard. It's 3rd down.
And we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
There he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing now off the play action. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Saints get to it. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Hits the 20. The 10. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a one-score game in the 1st half. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. And he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints cut the lead down to 4.
Saints 17.
return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Fielded at the 7. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They give to Johnson to start this drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been trouble all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. He's going to throw this one. Dumps it off to his running back. And they don't get any help on this 2nd down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Johnson up the middle. And it's going to be 4th down. He improvised a little, took it outside, but he doesn't get close to the marker.
It's 4th down.
Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Saints are going to take over now near the end of the half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. We'll send him over right. They'll throw it here on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Rolling from the gun here. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Cut out left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They're going to try and throw it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He's dropping back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd.
Looking to throw.
3rd and long.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. One last play before the break. Back to throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hitting top 5 in rushing yardage. forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They give it to him again. He's out in the clear. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
The career's more at stake when you win your crown. That paper, baby, my face on
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted. Just stopping the quick pass, became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st down, Saints.
He takes off with it. Running in the red zone. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hand off to the back. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. He gets it again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take the lead right away in half number 2. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It's a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Saints push their lead to 3.
Falcons, 21.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. Boyd finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Air it out on 3rd. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the 3.
3-yard line.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. With a dime drive up the middle. And that run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable throwing anything in your playbook.
And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
I'll throw it. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Short side option here. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Motion man sent left. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Line up the design keeper. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Design quarterback run here. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
We didn't try fighting for more and risking a fumble in that situation. Just make sure you get what you need and then go protect yourself. That's exactly what the QB did.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He didn't get anything on that run, so struggles on the ground, leaving them with 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. And he's got it, in close. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First and goal to our Vikings.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
And he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 9-point advantage. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So the first down pass play it certainly was effective.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. They'll go play action. And they get to him again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down. Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. Now here he goes on the boot. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that or being stopped short of the sticks.
He's got it at the 24. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The Saints ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from 37. 1st down, and they go right back to it. He escapes the defender. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Good for the Saints. 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So we're through 3 here. The Saints have it with a lead. Not a big one, though, trying to carry it through. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed to his running back. They get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Saints 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 3-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6.
Shane, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third down from the gun. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. A couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. All the left side. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second.
Takes the hands off. Now to throw. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Rolling back, gets the handoff. That's a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards. Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Back-to-back carries here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third and 3.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. And they've got themselves a first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back now, pressure coming. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
In the end zone.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Looking to throw here. Jump off, caught by his back. And he's tackled for no gain. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Working now from the gun. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 33-yard line.
They're going play action. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
At the 43-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. That play good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
Here's brought down at his 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Dive play straight ahead. He's across midfield with a gain that sets him up for third and very short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Third down run by Gibbs. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough. Enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Fields this at the 19. And he's out of bounds after some great work on that return.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his production is carried over defense.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Trying to throw this from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. That's grabbed inside the 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27.
Now looking to throw. They've got a screen to the running back. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And any more of those as they trail by a score.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Catch made over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down to 11.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Pass play now. And this one won't be caught, but we got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw line. might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Running it after the penalty, and he's in for the touchdown. The Saints go up by 12 in the fourth. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And he's into the end zone for two. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Falcons 28.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for two.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Rolling from the gun here. It connects down the sideline. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To throw here on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons 14 points back. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. Well, he's able to cross midfield before going out. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 10
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
Back to pass on 2nd and short. Caught, nice game left side. They haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Their lead still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation. That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee inside.
The Saints
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second.
A gain of 19
And they are
yards.
quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Here's a design run. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn the timeout. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say goodbye from Atlanta.